Welcome. So in this video, we're going to start with the very beginning of Understanding and Using English Grammar, 5th edition by Betty Azar. Now, this book that we'll be talking about is a more advanced grammar book. So if you are beginning to learn English and you still haven't learned very much, I'm afraid these videos may be a little bit too high for you, so it might be good to study a little bit more and come back later. But if you find them useful, of course, you're welcome to watch the videos. I'll be using some words here that may be new to you, again because it's a more advanced grammar book, but see how it goes. Okay, now, Chart 1.1 is talking about simple present and present progressive. These two are the main two verb tenses in English, okay? There are actually two more, but we can talk about those at another time. So both of these are present, but how are they different? If you studied English for a bit, you may already know. So I'd like to just ask you, take a moment and pause. Well, actually, don't pause yet. But look at these two sentences. Alice drives to work. Alice is driving to work. I have a question for you. Do these sentences mean the same thing or different things? Take a moment if you need it. You can pause the video if you want some time to think, but ask, do they mean the same thing or different things? Okay. Well, the answer is, as many of you probably already know, they are different, okay? They're both talking about the present, but the meaning is different. Well, how were they different? First, let's take a look at present progressive. So, present progressive in English uses am, is, or are plus verb ing. So you might notice when I use the word verb, sometimes to make it shorter, I'll write a V. So Alice is driving to work. Or if it were saying I'd say I am driving to work. Or you are driving to work, and so on. Okay. Now, when I say Alice is driving to work, let me ask you a question. Is she driving to work now? The answer is yes. When I use present progressive, Alice is driving to work, I use this, one of the main uses for this is for actions that happen right now. Okay? So if I say Alice is driving to work, it means Alice is in her car. She is going to work right now. Okay? Now, how is this different from Alice drives to work? Well, let's take a look at this. Alice drives to work. This is also present, but it doesn't mean right now. Okay? Let's talk about what it does mean. When I say Alice drives to work, it means this is something that she does many times. In other words, it's a habit. So, present progressive talks about something that's happening right now. Simple present talks about a habit now. So if I say Alice drives to work, it means she drives to work on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, then next Monday, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, or maybe it's Mondays and Wednesdays. She drives to work on Monday and Wednesday, and then maybe the other times she works at home. I don't know, but it means that it happens many times. So, simple present, the main meaning of simple present, the one that you'll run into the most often, is this is a habit now. Okay. I'm going to go through this really fast because, again, if you're watching these videos, you're probably have studied grammar quite a bit already, or studied English quite a bit already. And so this is probably familiar to you. Now, let me see here. I want to talk to you. So those are the basic meanings of present progressive, simple present. Oh, I want to tell you one more thing about simple present. So I say Alice drives to work. Would you take a moment and ask yourself, what if I say we blank drive to work? What form of drive should I put here? Alice drives to work. We something, we blank drive to work. Okay. You might notice, and you probably know this already if you're watching this video, you're using the Azar book. Drives has an S, and if I'm talking about Alice, I say drives with an S. If I'm talking about we, I say drive, no S. And the rule for that, and again I'm going through this quickly, if this were a more beginning class I'd go a lot slower, but in simple present, if the subject, if the person or thing doing the action is a he, a she, or an it, then I have verb with an S at the end. Okay? So Alice is a she. Okay? Or if I said John, John is a he. John drives to work. Or maybe I have a very smart pet monkey, and my pet monkey drives to work. My pet monkey could be an it. Okay. Usually in English, often in English, animals are an it. Sometimes we say he, she, but very often in English, we'll use it for an animal. Okay. Now, but if it's he, she, it, I'll use S. If it is I, you, we, or they, no S. Probably the easiest way to remember that is, if it's he, she, it, use an S. If it's not, if it's something else, no S. He, she, it, use an S. Everything else, no S. Okay. Now, I want to tell you one more quick thing before this video ends. I want to tell you one more usage or one more meaning of each of these verb tenses. Let's go over to present progressive again. Remember that we said present progressive usually means, or very often means, it's happening right now. Another way you can think about that is it's happening right now, or it's not finished. In other words, if Alice is driving to work and she's doing it right now, she's not finished driving to work. She's in the middle of it. She's doing it right now. Now, sometimes you'll hear people use present progressive for things that are not finished, but they aren't happening right now. And so you might be thinking, what does that mean? It's not finished, but it's not happening right now. So let me give you an example. What am I doing right now? Well, right now, I am talking to you on this video, okay? Right now I'm making a video. But I could also say, I am writing a grammar book. I am writing a grammar book. Now, I'm not writing a grammar book right now, but I started the grammar book and it's not finished. It's not finished. So to show that the grammar book isn't finished, I can say I am writing a grammar book, and that means it started, but it's not finished. So that's another meaning of present progressive. It often means right now, but it can also mean not finished, just not finished. Still happening, not finished. Let me give you another example. Let me say my friend John is lonely. And maybe right now, John, well, and I could say, oh, my friend John is looking for a girlfriend. Maybe he's not looking right now. Maybe he's eating dinner right now. Maybe he is studying in the library right now. Maybe he is watching TV right now. But I can say he's looking for a girlfriend if he started and he's still doing it. It's not finished. Okay? So that's another time that we'll use present progressive. We can use it for things that are happening right now and not finished, or sometimes they're not happening right now, but they're not finished. Okay. Now, let's talk about simple present some more. So remember we said Alice drives to work. That's a habit now. It's something that's repeated. It's something that she does many times. Another time we can use this is, well, let me put a sentence up here for you, okay? I could say, let's see here. Would blank float on water? Now, would blank float on water? When I put wood on water, it floats. It's something that's always true, or at least almost always true. Okay, so here, this is something that is always or usually true. Always or usually true. So when I'm using simple present, another basic meaning of simple present is for something that's always or usually true. So for example, if I want to use simple present, remember would is an it, so I'll use verb plus an S, and I'll say wood floats. Verb plus S, verb with an S at the end, on water. And I don't know if wood can have a habit. People have habits, but because it's always or usually true, we use simple present. So two basic meanings of simple present. It can be a habit now, or something that's always or usually true now. Also, let me give you another example. I might say the earth blank travel around the sun. This is always true. It's a scientific fact. So again, to show that it's always true, it's a scientific fact. The earth travels around the sun. I'll use simple present. And again, the earth is an it, so I'll use an S, and I'll say, the earth travels around the sun. So, what we've covered in this video. Present progressive usually is used with am, is, are plus verb ing. Present progressive is am, is, are plus verb ing. When you see that in English, that's 99.9% of the time present progressive. There's one other thing it could be, but don't worry about that now. Okay, and so I could say Alice is driving to work, and it can mean right now, or not finished. Sometimes the action can be not finished, but it's not right now. Like I am writing a grammar book, or my friend John is looking for a girlfriend. Maybe he's eating dinner right now, but he's not finished looking for a girlfriend. Simple present can be a habit now, like Alice drives to work. I teach English. My students, let's see here, come to class every day. So when I use simple present, if it's a he, she, it, I use an S. Anything else, I, you, we, they. Everything else, I, you, we, they, no S. So I can use simple present for a habit now. I can use simple present for things that are always or usually true, like wood floats on water, or the earth travels around the sun. Things that are always or usually true, or a scientific fact. I think that's everything I have to say about Chart 1-1. Thanks for watching this.